Hey everyone, welcome to another Anime Kingdom discussion and review. This one is on episode 13, the final and last episode of God Eater. And dang, they definitely made this episode to go out with a bang, because literally this episode was just, it was complete awesome. That's all I gotta say. Filled with action, drama, suspense, filled with just like literally had me at the edge of my seat at like several moments throughout the episode, and even leaving possibilities of a second season. And would I want a second season? Honestly, yeah. Even with all the delays and all that stuff, I would still want a second season, because that's how good this anime was. But before I get on to my review of the overall season and maybe my expectations and if there is a possibility of a season 2, let's talk about the episode. So first off, this episode starts off pretty bad, obviously. Everyone is, like, oh my gosh, Lindo is dead, and everyone just rushing out at Peeta like idiots, and literally getting themselves battered around like, oh, they weren't thinking. And it's you can see why, because of what Lindo meant to all of them. But dang, come on guys, that's not how it works. But of course some villagers came and got Lenka to get his head together and get everyone's head together as well. And from there on, it was just pure epicness throughout the episode. Soma, epic. Kota, epic. Sakuya, epic. Elisa, epic. And of course, how can you forget Lenka, the pure just awesomeness. I'm like lost of words at this point because of how intense and crazy this episode literally got with the Battle of Peeta. Pretty much, they're able to destroy that thing that was bringing all of the Aragami there, the Vajra there, and they were able to push them all out except for Peeta. And when they all started fighting it, you could tell Peeta is on a whole nother level, and they are like barely being able to take this thing on until finally Lenka is able to take a piece of its wing off, thanks to, of course, Lindo for being able to crack into it, and they were able to take it off. But of course, all that did was piss off Peeta, and literally just everything looks dire at that point. Everyone's just getting destroyed all over the place. Lenka is, the erosion is getting worse and worse going throughout his body, and I'm just over there like, oh my gosh, what is going to happen? Is this going to be a good ending, or is it like a bad ending or something? What is going to happen? Is Lenka going to die or something? And of course, he ends up pulling it together. Everyone, works together to distract the Peeta, and they start laughing, and Peeta's like, huh? And all of a sudden he turns around, and guess who it is? Lenka with the he used the wing to use with his weapon, and it was able to just cut straight through Peeta. And seeing Peeta scared and walk back like that, oh my gosh, it was so satisfying. And Lenka, yeah, he went Super Saiyan. What the heck? His hair went gold, and I was just like, okay, so we got Super Saiyan Lenka up in this. But yeah, it was just pure like awesome. The soundtrack was awesome in this as well, really fit well with the battle scene. And literally, like, the soundtrack of this anime, and I'm guessing the game obviously, is just literally just one of the best soundtracks I've heard in a long time, and literally got me hyped up throughout the battle. And like I said before in previous reviews, that the soundtrack they have in this actually really, they do a really good job of like using the soundtrack to change the atmosphere's tone and everything of what's going on. And of course, in the end, they are able to take down Peeta. And I honestly thought Lenka was dead. No doubt in my mind, because I thought, oh, the erosion got so bad, he just drops down on the ground. Or at least he would be practically on, about to die. But in the end, he ends up becoming captain. So good for him. Everyone starts to get good. But then, of course, it just can't end nicely like that. We got to get more mind fucks up in this, And guess what? Yeah. Looks like Johannes was the reason Lindo died. He was the one that set up the doctor, at least his doctor, to go and do what he did to kill Lindo, because Lindo saw what was in the Aegis Project thing. And we learned about it, and it turns out the Aegis Project is pretty much a lie, a cover-up for what is really going on there. They're building a rocket to get out into space. And not only that, it looked like, I'm guessing that was Johannes' wife, that he's transformed even like bigger, and he's going to use her to pretty much kill the rest of the humans on Earth, while him and a couple thousand or something go to space, come back down to, reclaim Earth. And honestly, what do I think of that? the doctor guy, the other guy, he thinks that the origami have been evolving, and sooner or later they're going to evolve into a point of intelligence, and maybe they can coexist with humans. That, I think, is a little far-fetched, a little crazy-minded. I'm not too sure about that one. And then this, Johannes's one, it's just the logical decision. It makes sense, and it would save humanity, but it's also just heartless, and I don't know if I can get behind that either. So, man, it's crazy that, like, what will be the right choice in the end? It's pretty crazy that there is this whole conspiracy thing going on behind the scenes, and Lindo doesn't die, obviously. I'm pretty sure he did not die. I'm pretty sure at the end, that person throwing food at someone's feet, I'm pretty sure that was him. I'm telling you now that I'm pretty sure Lindo's arm was bitten off, but he survived. I think so. That's what I think. But yeah, literally that was the end of the episode. Literally action, drama, suspense, a huge mindfuck at the end of what's going on with Johannes and his real plan. And really makes you think, like, is Johannes a good guy? I can see what he's doing for humanity, but just the way he's doing it is wrong. And it's pretty much you're selling your humanity out like that. Like, are you really the humans? But like, just the epicness of the battle scenes in this one literally had me going. Like when Lenka was like giving that speech of God Eaters and stuff, I was literally like, oh my gosh, what a beast! Super Saiyan Lenka to the rescue, But yeah, overall, that's how I felt about the episode. How do I feel about the overall season? Honestly, it's definitely, if you disregard the, a bunch of delays that it did have, and that it was a little rushed at some points. I wish it could have been a little longer. This was definitely an awesome anime. Probably would have been my favorite animes of last year, and definitely of that season. I think it was fall season it came out. But of course, the delays definitely lowered my, how I enjoyed it because of having to wait for all those. If I had someone that asked me, oh, what should I watch? And I told them God Eater, and they watched it, they probably would love it just for the fact that there is no delays and everything. That's how I would feel if I watched it before. I would have loved it even more. Another thing is, like I said, if it had more episodes, like 24 episodes, I think it would have been way better as well. But overall, I would still give it like a 7.5 out of 10, maybe an 8. That's how good it was. I honestly think that this was one of the best anime of last year. It had good action, good drama, good suspense, good animation, good characters. I love the character development, and I love the soundtrack as well. That was one of the big things that I enjoyed, on how it changed the atmosphere of the feeling of the episode overall. And literally, if it didn't have delays, this would definitely be one of my favorite animes, and I would definitely recommend it to a lot of people. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Honestly, a really good episode. These last 4 episodes have been literally insane. If there was a season 2, I would want them to be all just like this, because oh my gosh, like, I want to play the anime. I want to play the game now, because literally it was crazy good, to be honest. That's what I think in these last few episodes. And yeah, it's like I said, this is all I gotta say. But yeah, now it's all I gotta say, guys. Really good anime. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom discussion and review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you want to put your own opinion, talk about what you thought about the anime, what you thought about the last episodes, the final episode, and the season overall, and if there's a possibility of a season 2 without spoiling anything from the video game, then feel free to comment below. And until next time, guys, see ya.